Good morning, everybody. It's Driven Fitness Erica, your friendly and fabulous personal trainer in Orange County. Joining you along with the leaf blower this morning. I don't know if you can hear it in the background. Sorry about that. I say that every week, but it's not going to change because that's the guys' schedule here at the Sun and Sail Club in Lake Forest. They blow leaves at 7:30. So I didn't post in the group today what I was going to talk about. So hopefully some of you athletes out there, if you can't join me this morning, will join me later on for the replay, because today I'm going to very briefly talk about where athletes go wrong when I see them. To start, while I'm waiting to see if anybody can log in today or jump on, what do we want to talk about? Usually my brain is full of things that I want to chat about. Oh, you know what? I do know something. While we're waiting, I wonder if this is going to turn off. There's a really good podcast I just listened to. And it has to do with our topic. And I don't know if this cuts me off. Well, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to experiment with searching my podcast while I have you live. I will post it at the end of this session in the comments field. There's a really great podcast that has to do with what we're talking about today with our topic. And it was the top, I think, like 4 or 5 things that athletes can do to be athletic and competitive like forever. Carmen, yay, hi. So I will post that podcast because it was really, really good. It was like, I think, a 45-minute podcast talking about, as an athlete, the 4 things that you should be doing to stay competitive like forever. But today we're going to talk about, quickly, it's not going to be a long one today, about where athletes go wrong. And this is the problem. And this has happened to me, 2 or 3 times in the last few weeks. So that's why I thought I'd bring it up. Athletes typically come to me after they're injured, right? So usually I've been talking to them for years sometimes about the extra things that they need to be doing to take care of themselves, their self-care. So this is not the major workouts that help them prepare them for their physical race. So like if they're a triathlete, it's not swimming, biking, and running. If you're a runner, it's not running. These are the things that no one likes to do but need to be doing to keep themselves healthy. That is the strength training, the flexibility work, so yoga or stretching, the massage, foam rolling, and things like sleep and recovery. These are the things that I typically talk to them for a really long time and they don't do it. And then many times they come to me, years sometimes later. I'm gonna move so maybe the leaf blower isn't as loud back here in the dungeon. They come to me and say, Erica, I haven't been able to do my sport in a month, 2 months, 3 months, 6 months, because guess what? I hurt myself. And usually this isn't like a traumatic injury. It's not like they fell or they like broke something. Typically it's something like a disc issue or like a mysterious pain that has been so bad that it's crippled them. They've gone through MRIs, they're now in physical therapy, and they can't do the sport that they love to do because they're in so much pain. And this happens many, many times because when I talk to athletes about what they should be doing, and if you're watching, maybe you can give me a thumbs up if this has ever been for you, which by the way, this is including me. I'm pretty good at doing all my extra self-care and I still manage to injure myself. So usually I talk to the athletes throughout time just in passing, telling them they need to be doing all this extra self-care, and they either don't have enough time to do it, they just don't like to do it, or they think it's not helping their performance. That's a big one. I've had people that are like, I tried it. I tried doing like stretching. I really don't notice me going any faster. I haven't set any PRs. I'm not doing any better. And the thing that you have to remember is that's totally not the point. The point of doing all of these extra things that you do not want to do is not really to increase performance. Like it might, sure, if you do a lot of leg work, you might notice power increasing. You might notice that you're doing better on hills, like that kind of stuff. Core, you might feel more power, but in general, that's not the point. The point is that you do these extra things in order to keep going for the long term so that you can continue to do what you love to do until you're 100, right? So you have to start reframing how you're thinking about all the self-care. You're not stretching and doing your foam rolling every day so that you go out and you run a faster split on your half marathon. You're doing it so that your knees stay healthy, your hips stay healthy. You're doing the core work so your knees and your hips stay healthy so you can continue to do the things that you love to do, or you can go out and do your speed work on a regular basis, which will then decrease your split in your half marathon, right? So number one tip is that you have to reframe your thinking about why you're doing all of this self-care. You have to make time, you have to be disciplined, and you have to realize that the goal is not increased performance in the interim, it's a long-term goal. And what's so funny about athletes is they can be so disciplined about their other workouts, and yet when they get to self-care, they will completely blow it off like nobody's business. And the thing is, it does not take a lot of time. So if everyone has 10 extra minutes to foam roll after their workouts or 10 minutes to do extra stretching. So really that's what you need. It's not a ton of time, but it needs to be consistent on a daily basis. For strength training, you don't need to be in the gym for an hour and a half. My gym workouts are 20 to 30 minutes twice a week, sometimes only once a week if I'm really busy, but twice a week ideally. In, out, done. Like that's it. It doesn't need to be lots and lots of time. So number one, start thinking about your excuses and the obstacles that you have and start reframing how you handle your day, manage your time so that you can work those things into the schedule. What athletes hate hearing from me the most is that I would rather have you shorten your aerobic workout, like your run that day, and fit in some gym time once or twice a week than get in an extra long run because they think I'm ridiculous. But it's true, like over time, those 2 strength workouts that you can do a week are gonna do you so much more good than that one longer run on a Tuesday or whatever, right? I'm not saying get rid of your long runs. I'm saying start maybe shortening a couple things if you need to add in your strength work. So strength work, stretching, foam rolling, massage, recovery. That's the other one that is huge. I talk about recovery a lot. Getting in 1 rest day a week at least and getting enough sleep. Those things are super crucial to allowing your body to heal, to get stronger, and to be able to stay healthy enough that you can continue again to do your workouts that you want to do to continue your athletic career into the long term. So, number one thing athletes do wrong is they don't pay attention to all that extra self-care. They come to me after they're injured. Then guess what happens when you come to me after you're injured like that? I can't help you that much. I can, but I have to wait till you're done with your physical therapy, you're healed, and then we can work on rebuilding you. And unfortunately, it starts from the very beginning. So a lot of times athletes come in to me and they expect that they're just gonna like kill it in their semi-private training sections, and they're super disappointed when I'm like, okay, you're gonna do plank and hip bridges and wall slides, things that are super boring. But that's where most of you have to start because it's all those foundational things, the small stabilizing muscles that aren't working properly, and that's what's gonna lead to the injury in the long run. So if you're near me in Orange County, come talk to me before you get injured and start a strength training program or a corrective program. Semi-privates, they work really well. I have some open slots in the mornings at 7 a.m. If you don't live near me and you're not local, then find a local fitness professional, physical therapist, trainer who can help you program your correctives and your strength training that will help you in the long run, which by the way, I can also do virtually. So if you have questions, just let me know, send me a little message and I can give you some tips. Because honestly, in the long run, doing all that stuff that is not fun is going to be what enables you to go longer and longer and longer, especially every year as you get older. All right, that's it. Thanks for joining me, Carmen. You were my solo today. Oh, someone else just joined and I'm done. I don't know who it is. Who is that? Tori. Hi, Tori. I just finished. Dang it. That's all right. Watch it on replay. Watch it on. It's good for you too. even if you don't consider yourself an athlete, this applies to anyone who is like a hardcore exerciser or a regular exerciser. You need to be doing those things as well. So that's it for today. Really quick one. I don't know, it was probably only 10 minutes, but that's all right. Any questions, go ahead and private message me, and I will post the link to the podcast that I loved about the things that you need to do to keep yourself healthy as an athlete for the long term. Okay? Everybody go out and make it a great Wednesday, and we'll see you soon. Bye.